So, are you one of the millions of people around the world who live with chronic pain and chronic fatigue? Do you wish that you had more energy, more focus to spend an abundant amount of time with the people that you love, and that matter most to you? If so, not so long ago, I was just like you. You know, I'm a 35-year-old man. I've spent my whole adult life, raising kids, supporting a family, working, going to school, doing all the things that we all do on a daily basis, that really puts the wear and tear on the body, especially if we don't take care of it, which a lot of times the person we forget first is ourselves. And we need to remember that if we're not at our best and able to function, what purpose do we really serve? Before I did the whole family thing, and had kids and all that, I was a very active person. I played football for 16 years, practiced various martial art styles, won a few tournaments back in my day, which was pretty cool, I think. But then I had kids, then I got into a serious relationship, for 8 years, and I kind of started to forget about myself. Obviously, naturally, as a good family man, you put the people you love first, but you also have to take care of yourself so you could be the best version of yourself for them and yourself. And then on top of that, when I was 22, I was involved in a near fatal car accident. I flew out of a car, lost 75% of my blood, had bleeding in the brain, lacerated organs, broken bones, still have a separated shoulder, grade 3 shoulder separation, which I've had to live with. And also from my 16 years of football and fighting, I have a torn MCL in my left knee, torn ACL in my right knee, partially torn hamstring, and a torn ligament in my ankle. So needless to say, I was living in pain all the time. I had no energy. I had no focus. I was a grumpy, miserable person to be around all the time. So who wanted to be around that person, right? So, after I got out the hospital, I went straight back to school, went straight back to work to support my family. And all that really ended up happening was I ended up working 16 hours a day, 5 days a week, 8 hours on the 6th day. And on top of that, I was going to school and taking care of my kids. And the excuse that I made for not working out or doing the right things was, oh, you're tired, you need to rest. And yes, that's true to a certain extent, but I still had to work out and watch what I put into my body, which I didn't do. And since I worked all the time, I pretty much ate whatever and wherever, I wanted. Without even realizing it, I was eating around 6,000 calories a day, and not nearly expending those many calories. So all those extra calories really added up over the years. I went from 220, 17% body fat to 260, 29% body fat. That, took its toll on my body like you wouldn't believe. I developed high blood pressure. I was pre-diabetic. I ended up in the ER one time because of acute renal failure. That's my kidneys failing. And the high blood pressure landed me in the ER as well, 4 times. And I just didn't have that much time left, from the way things were looking. And it was all because of the things that I was putting into my body and my lack of exercise. Everything I was experiencing, medical-wise, emotionally, and everything was all done to me by me. And at the time, my kids were still pretty young, and I knew that I had to be around for them. Not only around as in present, but actually involved. I didn't want to be that dad at the park, with his kids who couldn't participate in anything. So I knew I needed to make some changes and make them fast. And I'll tell you what, it feels amazing being the 35-year-old old guy at the park, running circles around these guys in their 20s and their teens on the soccer fields, on the basketball courts, wherever. But not just running circles around them, but actually having probably the best body at the park. It's a great feeling. You have more energy, more confidence, more focus. You just live a better, more fun life. But it's not just about me, guys. Here's a few progress photos of some of the people who decided to take the journey and transform themselves from the inside out. All they did was stick with the plan, and the results are coming on in. And for me, the most important thing is a lot of my routines, everything that I do has rubbed off on my kids. So that has been also a huge plus to this transformation journey. What you put into your body truly matters. You really are what you eat. You know, if you take care of your body and give it the things it needs, it'll take care of you. Your body is your vehicle. So just like your car, the type of oil and the treatment you give your car will determine how it runs. Give your body the things it needs and it'll repay you like in ways that you couldn't believe. You know, I fell in love with this journey and this process so much that I started, to show everyone that wanted to learn, how to start, the steps, to how to keep going. I love the process, and I want to teach you how to become the best version of yourself as well. So click the link below and let's get started today. You will never ever regret investing in yourself, becoming the best version of yourself, but you will regret never starting. All right, guys, look forward to hearing from you. Have a great one.